Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss on the topic classification of multipath channels. In the previous video, we have explained the features of multipath channels, the characterization of multipath channels, and also coherence, bandwidth and coherence time. So those who have not seen the previous video, please do subscribe and see the previous video, because only then you will be able to understand what is explained in this video. In this video, we are going to now classify the multipath channels. Now, when multipath phenomenon is considered, due to multipath, the radio waves reaching the receiving antenna, what happens? They reaches the destination through different paths. So there will be fading, and the particular form of fading experienced by a multipath channel depends on whether the channel characterization is viewed in frequency or in time domain. This channel characterization we have seen in the previous video, where we characterize a channel in time domain as well as in frequency domain by taking Fourier transform. We have seen in the previous video. Now based on that, we can classify the multipath channels. Now when the channel is viewed in frequency domain, say you are viewing the channel in frequency domain, you are analyzing the channel in frequency domain, then the parameter of concern will be channel's coherent bandwidth. We will be classifying the fading, or we will be classifying the channel according to the channel's coherent bandwidth. This is done when we consider the characterization in frequency domain. So multipath channel is said to be frequency selective if the coherence bandwidth of the channel is small compared to the bandwidth of transmitted signal. So if the channel's coherence bandwidth is small compared to the bandwidth of transmitted signal, we can say that multipath channel is a frequency selective. However, if the coherence bandwidth of the channel is large compared to the message bandwidth, we can say the fading is frequency flat or frequency non-selective. This is how you classify the multipath channel based on the coherence bandwidth when you consider the channel in frequency domain, or when you characterize the channel in frequency domain. Now, if you are viewing the characterization of channel in frequency domain, that is when the channel is viewed in time domain, that is when the channel is viewed in time domain, what will be the parameter of concern? The parameter of concern will be coherent time. In frequency domain it was coherent bandwidth, and when the channel is analyzed or characterized in time domain, the parameter of concern will be coherence time. And this coherence time and coherence bandwidth we have already discussed in the previous video. The definition, the derivation, how it depends upon the power spectral density, we have explained in the previous video. And the fading is said to be time selective if the coherence time of the channel is small compared to the duration of the received signal. Clear? In the previous slide we saw how we classified the channel into frequency flat and frequency non-selective. And now we are going to classify the channel based on time selective. So in that case we have to consider coherence time. If the coherence time of the channel is small compared to the duration of the received signal, we can say the fading is said to be time selective. So if channel's coherence time is large compared to the received signal duration, obviously we say the fading is time non-selective or time flat. And for digital transmission, normally the received signal duration, the duration of the signal that is received at the destination is the sum of what? The symbol duration plus the channel's delay spread. Okay? Due to multipath phenomenon, there will be delay, there will be a delay spread. So this delay spread plus the original symbol duration will give you the total received signal's duration. This is how you classify the multipath channels. So these are the various classification based on frequency and time, based upon the coherence bandwidth and coherence time. This is the main 4 classification of multipath channels. One is flat, first one is flat channel. From the name itself, it implies what? Flat in both frequency and domain. Then there is next one is frequency flat channel. Okay. Again, it is flat in frequency and not in time domain. It's not flat in time domain, it is flat in frequency only. In the time flat channel, it is flat in time only. And in the non-flat channel, as the name implies, we can say it is flat neither in frequency nor in time. And such a channel, that is such a non-flat channel, can also be referred to as a doubly dispersive channel. Now, this is a figure showing the 4 classification of multipath channels. So these are the 4 classification. Okay, based on the coherence time and coherence bandwidth, these are the 4 classification. And if you want to illustrate this, illustrate the 4 multipath channel is as shown. Okay, it's a figure denoting bandwidth and time duration. Actually, the shaded portion is a forbidden area. So you need not consider the channel over there. Here the classification is done in this area. Clear? So as we said, flat channel, flat in both frequency and time. So this is the portion, flat. Then frequency flat channel, flat in frequency only. This is the portion. Then time flat channel, flat in time only. This is the portion. Then non-flat comes in that quadrant which is neither frequency nor time flat. So these are the 4 classification of multipath channel, the illustration of the 4 classes of multipath channel. Okay. Thank you.